Today I'm in Humleback, the north part of Copenhagen, to visit a company, Aarstiderne, to explore more about how they work with sustainability in harmony with the nature. I'm Julie Tran and you're watching BonVoyage on MakeChangeTV. Welcome. I'm here with Søren Arlesen, the co-founder of Aarstiderne. Welcome to MakeChangeTV.
Thank you very much.
So let's start by talking about your core business. What is it?
It's a box scheme, you could call it, where we pack a lot of different boxes, both these wooden boxes with the fresh produce, vegetable, fruits, dry goods, etc. And many of the boxes even has a top on, which is a cool box with fish, meat, pastry, etc. for whatever you should cook for this evening's dinner. So from a company founded like 15 years ago with one simple product, we today have a huge range of different boxes so that we wish to inspire people in their everyday cooking session in their kitchen, for their evening meal in general, to cook nice organic, as local as possible, with a climate and environmental focus, and inspire them to eat more and more plants. And we have the whole chain from seed to kitchen table. Yeah. That's the main idea. Yeah.
So how many customers do you have?
We have around 40,000 customers. Yeah. So we are funny in this tiny country with a 5 million population. We are one of the largest box schemes, farm-based on planet. Yeah. That's a little amazing, I think. Yeah. And I don't understand how it went so big.
What was your background and how did you end up working in this field?
Thomas Hartung, my co-founder, he's a farmer, and he's the one with the most climate focus in the company, but like farming is like old competence. Yeah. My background is a chef, so it's a farmer and chef that found their idea together. On the team, Annette came, the CEO today. She's like the human resource focused kind of woman, a very strong woman that could make like the third part of the founder team running the idea.
I know you're also producing beer.
Yeah, it's like an iconic way of, actually on this farm, it's an iconic way of describing this closed circuit that we like to work with. Here at the farm we grow the barley, we put it in the yellow barn in stock, instead of let's just say goodbye to it and we don't know where it ends up. Instead, we make barley, stock it in the barn, malt it at the farm, and make brew beer out of it, like a closed circuit. And interesting enough, it's like winning prizes. Yeah. So it's a damn good beer, and it's a very nice communicator of what farmed land should be illustrated as. Local closed circuits and a learning process of where do our food come from.
Yeah, great. And now I think let's move to the other location to talk about one of your other projects.
Yeah. Great. This project was founded like 7 years ago. It's called Garden to Stomach. And my wish and dream is that the kids will explore and the nature. They come here to the farm like 8 times when they are around 10, 12 years old in school time, and they grow a garden where they grow specific meals. So the entire county here, all the kids will have a garden here at the farm. Today it's like around 1,100 kids in a specific concept that we wrote. And we actually wrote the manual, did the research together with the professors from universities to find out what is happening with the kids when they explore nature, get lost in wilderness and learn to grow their food and cook it afterwards. Actually, yeah, they understand what a rainworm does to the soil and the compost, where the plants come from, how they grow, what it matters about the good soil and sun and seed and water and love from them. And the most important thing in this concept, actually, of course, after that they learned what you said, that they feel connected also to each other. So there's a social coherence that's extremely powerful when they are out of the typical classical classroom.
So during the 7 years, have you talked to some of the children, that were here in the beginning and explore how it has affected them?
We have anecdotic stories about kids, and I met a lot of them that really are almost a pro cook today, 15 years old. I found a lot of these where the parents say that, wow, they control our kitchen at home.
Ooh,
that's anecdotic
lovely
stories, but the research actually make the findings that they actually feel developed, so that they feel this connection to nature, and they have an raised interest in what they are eating and how their daily life together with their parents and kitchen it is rolling out. So there is an effect.
Now we're here in Denmark, and of course it's a small country, and I think it was very easy for children to come out to nature.
But that's actually not the situation. Okay. When you do the research in Denmark, for instance, how many kids of the entire generation in Denmark have climbed an apple tree? It's almost only around 50%. Okay. And you could say that climbing an apple tree, that should be any kid who did that. But it's only 50%, and that's a signal that they actually don't meet nature. They don't get lost in a forest. They don't meet plants in a garden. That's an urban culture we've developed, where industrialization and urbanization takes us away from nature, and that's, I'm sorry to say, but that's a very tough situation for our understanding of reality and life and planet and climate and environmental issues, etc. And life quality. That's the output of being in nature. You feel connected to something bigger than you can dream of. I'm so happy and glad that in Denmark I actually could help make a change in this tiny country. But if you dig into Tokyo, you don't feel nature, you don't see nature. The same at Manhattan. So I would say urban farming, etc., or projects like this should be everywhere.
So bringing nature into the city, maybe that could be one of the solutions.
And human beings out in nature.
Yeah.
Not every day, but so that they understand and feel connected to something bigger than the urban asphalt and concrete.
Yeah. Great. And now let's move to the compost. Are you going to share with me more about it?
I would be happy to.
Yeah, let's go.
This is one of planet's threats, soil disappearing. So this is a compost project where we show, and also of course make compost, to demonstrate the quality of soil and how we should work in closed circuits. And it's actually quite simple. What you see here is like grass and hay, etc., being composted. Okay. It develops heat by the nitrogen and oxygen. This combination, and when it's being turned, it's like get oxygen into the nitrogen, and it composts and heats up to 80 degrees. And after like 5-6 weeks, you will find the best compost ever, without any chemicals or etc. fertilizers. This is just building up good soil that helps the crops growing. Yeah. It's a fantastic process, and if you saw the microbes and rainworms, etc., they are like billions in a handful. And instead of killing them with chemicals, we should make them have a nice life in the compost, because they help biodiversity, which is also one of the threats on planet, losing biodiversity.
Exactly. It's so great for me to listen to you and feel your passion while you're talking about this. So I would like to end this interview by asking you one question. What's your dream or your vision for the world?
My dream is that when you look into an average supermarket or retailer system on planet, it of course would be local and organic, and that every human being would fulfill its right to meet nature in a natural, balanced way that have raised our life quality instead of exponential disease curves, etc. So get back to nature. Plants are magic.
So what would be the next step for Aarstiderne?
The next step would to become a more local platform instead of being a regime where we buy in stuff from, we grow a lot of course and buy in from a lot of different farmers, but to become a sort of a platform as well, where we help local farmers to do this that we did over and over and over again, to inspire local biodynamic or organic local produce and raise local life quality. The village hall should be back.
That sounds like a wonderful dream and wonderful vision, and thank you so much for sharing with me. It's about your passion and also about this company. It's truly my honor to be here and learn more about it.
Thank you for coming here.
That's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and remember to smile and shine. Bye! Something just got a fly in my